podcast. Nee, hoewel ik duidelijk ben, dat ik helemaal niet te luid ben. Als het een beetje te luid is, moet je maar stiller zetten. Oké, right. This stream will be about no ooh la la. This stream will be about god damn it. But the whole idea of being blinded by nostalgia, like now there are many god damn it, this is not gonna be easy without saying isn't it? It's not easy. Like I need to think give me the light. The point is god damn it. Okay, where's no oh, there it is. Yes. Anyway, my point is the whole idea of being quote unquote blinded by nostalgia is often in bad faith, if you ask me. Like, I mean, like, think about this. Like, it's something. Well, it's also coincides of god damn it, I can't say without am I often coincides with the idea of games quote unquote not aging well, or yeah, that's it again, god damn it. It's well the whole idea of game aging badly. Now there are some arguments to be made there. However, many games that that quote unquote aged, in a lot of cases still have a lot of merit. Like damn it, have a lot of merit. Yeah, a lot of cases they were beloved for a reason. Like well, let's say take GoldenEye for instance. I mean, yes, does the game have bad frame rate? Does it need better controls? But I would argue still it's a really good game because because of game design. Maybe think. I would argue that a lot of gameplay elements are still really good in that game. Yeah, I mean, it has good music. Good level design for the most part. Yes, it needs better frame. It needs a lot of quality of life improvements. Heck, the game doesn't have a cursor, but I'm a little bleeze. Bad fate, yeah. I mean, how do I put this? Yes, what was I again? Well, there are arguments made that not all old games are as good as people remember them be, but a lot of games that were classics or classics, yes, classics, or well revered. Again, they were revered for a reason. They yeah, I won't be able to say without so otherwise I'll go insane. Well, I'll try my best not to say I mean, a lot of them had merit. A lot of them have merit, yeah, like good game design, atmosphere, heck, even a good story, or I mean other things. And now, I guess maybe some dismiss newer games and of newer shows. Like maybe some people are sick of some people dismissing newer things and claiming that things were better back when they grew up. Yeah, and that can be annoying, but it can go both ways. I mean, sometimes like a lot of cases, there's some people that claim that oh, this game has aged poorly, therefore it's no longer good, and that never sat well to me because uh, attitudes like these ignore design, yeah, or artistic merits, yeah, like level design, character, story. I mean, these merits are regardless of age, or regardless of jankiness, we can call it. That does not change. I mean, yeah. Now, you ask me, games that once revered and no good has nothing to do with age. It has to do with design. Now, I think one of the examples is like the first Sonic Adventure. Like, I mean, now I do like what it does, and I still like the game, but like the game feels like unfinished. Like it feels like it feels that well, I feel like it was unfinished and had to be released to meet a deadline. Yes, and just lacks polish. I mean, yeah. However, but so many people say about Sonic Adventures 2, like, I mean, the game hasn't aged, and the only people that like are quote unquote nostalgia blind, but Sonic Adventures 2 has so many great ideas. I mean, like, I had memorable level design, variety, you name it. Now, a lot of people claim that, that sure is dark. Do you bring a light? No. That's a bit better. Anyway, yeah, I wouldn't be saying about Ireland. Yeah. But like, yeah, so many people say that the only good part about is the running stages, which I call bull. I mean, the max stages and the hunting stages, I asked me, are just as good. I mean, just as memorable, just as bombastic, just so many great novel ideas. Like, yeah, so many great ideas. I mean, I also say that the random stations aren't like a gift of God or whatever, or like this cream of the crop, like massively, incredibly. They're really good. They have imagine level design, and it just happens. It's just something where you have happen to go very fast at it. But anyway, yeah, like, yeah, so many YouTubers dismissing the game. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this like also like the story. I mean, while ridiculous at times, it's one of the few Sonic games that characters actually have humility to them. Like, yeah, like they actually react what surrounds them. Like, don't one notes. Like, yeah, again, all that. Yeah, so that you can get engaged with. And there's a reason why people still talk about this game many years later. It isn't because of nostalgia, because it's because of has so many unique ideas, so many memorable level design, memorable music, replay value, so much. Now, I'm not saying you can't like these games, that's fine, but like there's for the longest time, people claiming around like, these games are no longer good, and yeah, like, I mean, you have to really be generous if you actually like the game. Otherwise, you aren't a real critic. Yeah, I mean, like a lot of games that, like Sonic Adventure 2 still has a lot of merit. Yeah, even to this day. I mean, yeah. What else? Yeah, again, now the whole nostalgia blindness. Yeah, now. Think. I can think of many other games like, yeah, things like GoldenEye. Yes, the game doesn't need a better frame. It needs better controls. Yes, I would like to see that. I need some quality of life improvement, but like GoldenEye is still a good game. Now Perfect Dark is a better game. Yes. Now, there's still no perfect version of Perfect Dark. I mean, now the quote-unquote best version is the Xbox Live version, but that game has massive dead zones, And local multiplayer, you need multiple Xbox Live accounts, which really sucks. Also, there's still no gyro aim of mouse and keyboard. Yes, I am aware of the PC mod version. But again, I don't think it's possible to play local multiplayer in the PC version, at least without massive hassle, which is very unfortunate. Yes. But again, yeah. So sometimes a remake is sometimes inferior to the original, like Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Solid 1. The remake destroyed many things. Like went in a completely different direction. Like many scenes that were just unnecessary and kind of ruined the tone a bit. Same thing with Majora's Mask HD. I mean, apparently, yeah, I haven't played that, but apparently the dark tone of that game is not always as good, or yeah, it often lost a lot of artistic value in the remake. Like yeah, sometimes they're sometimes blatantly inferior, like the Deku Scrub spin jump, or like Zora swimming. And sometimes technically it's inferior in that. Now, sure, I mean, Majora's Mask did need some quality of life improvement, but the remake often seem to forget what make Majora's Mask great. Yeah, there are many examples. Yeah, they're often missing in the remake. Yes. Those are also factors. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Now, I'm one of the biggest, not the biggest fan of modern games like your AAA games, like your cinematic games, and I'm just I have a huge disdain for that. Like, I mean, I don't have to roll my eyes or like just not disinterested. Yeah, and more often than not, I'm very dissatisfied with modern games, and often not I look for older games to tickle my fancy, I guess. I mean, now here's the thing with older games. Now, I guess annoying arguments of people that prefer older games over newer ones, that they claim that older games were so much better than newer games. And I wouldn't necessarily say that's true, actually. Why? Because for every Zelda, there was 5 Bubsies. Yeah. I mean, and if you want to get in retro gaming, for instance, like, yeah, you only pick the best ones and leave the bad behind, yes. But again, now you can jump to the best game, to the next best game, and yeah. And you could argue that gives you the impression that games of old were better back then, but that also ignores that the filler of those generations. I mean, again, like I said before, for every Zelda there was 5 Bubsies. Yeah, I mean, I guess your favorite console. I mean, yeah, sure, you can point out your so many of your favorite games, but you also ignore the games that weren't very good. Yeah, I mean every console has its duds and its legion of mediocre to bad games. Again, I guess the games were ignored, but yeah. Now, yes, what else? Yeah. What should I say? Again, I guess that can be ignored because, yeah, I mean, compared to newer games, yes, more often than not, you have to sit through a lot of games that you don't care about. So you can constantly seeing trailers about games that you don't care about or disappointments. Yeah, you constantly have to wait for it, and it turns out to be a disappointment, and that can also be a factor of why so many people dislike modern games so much. Also, there's also a lot of annoying trends like microtransactions, being poopy brown colors in general. Yeah, yeah, like a lot of bad trends like quick time events, regenerating health. Yeah, sometimes yeah, and also that it's also like now it's usually it used to be $60, but now it's $70. Yeah, now you have to spend a lot $60 for every new game. Now retro game can be expensive, but all games when I was started collecting for my Nintendo 64, all the games were like $15, $20. So sometimes it was expensive, but all the cases it wasn't. I mean, again, I could jump to the best what the Nintendo 64 had to offer. I can also jump to the best game if I want, so to speak. Yeah. Ik hoor dat the expression will give maybe like a false illusion that why retro games were better back then. But again, like I said before, at some point you had to wait for these games, like years for this game, years for a game. And yeah, again, you can jump to the best game. Yeah. Now, there's also the fact that some dismiss the whole, like I guess now going to be the more condescending aspect of people dismiss retro gaming. That I mean, yeah, like oh, you only like it because of your nostalgia blind. I mean, because there's a very condescending way of of course I forgot and it's quite condescending actually, because basically it means that you can't you have an emotional attachment to this game or movie. Now, when I say games, I can also mean movie, cartoons, series. I mean, yeah, now no old property is above criticism. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, but the fact you say that you don't like it because you're nostalgia blind is incredibly condescending, because you're basically saying that you can't think about this critically because you're too emotionally attached to this property. I mean, yeah, and sometimes, yeah, and they can perhaps give a lot of reasons why they don't like the game or the movie. And sure, I mean, a lot of them can be valid, but yeah, but the fact that often comes across that oh, you can't like it anymore because it's no longer good because, well, I said so, and the only people that like it are nostalgia blind, which is again incredibly condescending. Yeah, again, because a lot of people that like these games, I'm just gonna stick with games because I don't feel like saying movies, etc. I just want to say games. Yeah, all of them like because of for a reason, because it's because of oh, I played when I was a kid, therefore I can't take this currently. I mean, a lot of classics were classic for a reason, because they were beloved in the first place. I mean, there were plenty of N64 games that I played that at the same time that, of course, are really good, because and the better ones, of course, I stuck around, like Mario 64, Zelda, Perfect Dark, etc. The reason why these games are constantly talked about, because well, these games are still good and they're still well beloved, because they often are very creative, they push the boundaries, they tell compelling stories, they have good atmosphere, etc. Again, there's a reason why so many people gravitate towards the classics. Again. Now, I think it's more common that dismiss newer things is about cartoons. I mean, there's plenty of times where new cartoons are dismissed. Actually, I mean, the dumbest example is Shiro and the He-Man cartoons. I mean, now there's, I guess, a part where when people when say people nostalgia blinded people are nostalgia, blinded by nostalgia, but I wouldn't necessarily say that. But I mean, like most 70s or 80s cartoons, well, have the charm, aren't actually high standard. I mean, yeah, I mean, like most action 80s cartoons were cheese fast. Actually, I mean, corny. Again, cartoons had a charm, but saying that they were better than now is a bunch of poppycock. Actually, I mean, yeah, and the new She-Ra cartoon has a lot more depth. Actually, well, the He-Man cartoon of Master Universe, well, not perfect. It actually has a lot more nuance. Actually, I mean, yeah, it's actually a lot more compelling. Well, heck yeah, I mean, people complain that new cartoons aren't as good as old ones. Clear aren't looking actually, because more often than not, a lot of cartoons nowadays have like a lot of maturity and depth to it. More like more engaging storylines. I mean, older cartoons always have to be like episodic. I mean, yeah, because of corporate meddling, because it really sucked. I mean, like I feel like so many older cartoons that are actually really good suffered heavily because they always had to be episodic, and they were never allowed to be again ongoing. Yeah, yes, and ongoing stories are a lot more common nowadays. I mean, people like seeing the characters grow over time. Damn, and through corporate battling back in the day, a lot of stories suffered actually. I mean, one of the main reasons why I prefer Gargoyles over Batman is because Gargoyles grows over time actually. I mean, yeah, well, Batman is always episodic and always resets. I mean, and characters were never allowed to develop actually, for the most part, which is really blows. I mean, and the talent was there, but I guess to corporate meddling, it had to be episodic, which really blows actually. Boom, yeah. Again, hell. Now, I'm not saying that the new cartoons are above criticism, but yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons why it's hard for me to get into older cartoons, because it's always episodic. The characters don't grow actually, which really sucks. I mean, yeah. I mean, I always feel the talent was there, but yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I mean, I'm not saying that episodic shows are bad, but I mean, I feel like a lot of episodic shows of before time want to be ongoing, but because they couldn't, and I feel like the quality suffers actually. I mean, an episodic show like is Mega XLR. I mean, again, it was more episodic, and that's fine, and it was it was really well, but yeah. Yeah, again, to comedy and all that, but again, yeah. Hell, yeah. Now back to being installed by our games aging. I mean, yes, you could point that out, but I can barely see a thing. Give me the lights and pass the do. Yeah, well, yeah, also, yeah. Yes, all the games have legit criticisms, yeah, and they could benefit from quality of life improvements, but a lot of games that age still have a lot of qualities. I mean, still has a lot of merits. I mean, now, still, yeah, again, for the most part, good level design. Yes, sometimes there are annoying game design. Sometimes there is bad. Sometimes games that's quote unquote aged. Just sometimes it's just bad game design. Yeah, like how more games can have bad game design. No, sometimes, yeah. Also has nothing to do with age. I mean, yeah. Like, yeah, examples like, maybe the stage where I had to like protect Natalia from hordes of enemies. That game, That's just incredibly frustrating, but that has nothing to do with age. I mean, yeah, that was just an annoying level design, yeah. It's a little too dark. Not too bright, or always. Anyway, yeah. What else? I don't know. I think I'll end it here. I mean, I think I said what I want to say. Not the best, but hey, what are you gonna do? And remember, stay safe and goodbye.